What's going on, Boom Beach? Are you all hyped for some Boom Talk? As you can see, I've got my cohorts on the stream with us tonight. We got Beast. Well, we ain't got Beast. See, force of habit right there. We got Bull, which is that one. And we got Scully, as you all know, on that one. We're here tonight for Boom Talk. How you feeling, fellas? Are you hyped?
Martin, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'm good. This is quite, yes, it's new, it's different. We like it.
Yeah.
Can't wait to address some of the topics for this evening. Got a few thoughts on it, but yeah, no, looking forward to it. Good to see you all, chat. Thank you for joining us.
We got Beast on the phone as well.
I did come on the phone.
Yeah.
He's not brave enough. He's not brave enough to brave the cam, are you, Beast? That's what it is.
Well, I was going to quickly come on and see if I could have a quick look to see what my camera looked like, but you're already live, so
yeah, it's too late. You should have spoke up.
Too slow on that. Anyways, I'm looking at it right now. I mean, I just have to say for myself, Aaron, your quality looks amazing. Martin, your quality looks amazing. I look blurry AF. Like, is everything okay? Do I look okay on here, or am I a little bit blurry?
You look
you're
good to
a
me.
bit blurry.
Yeah, no, you look alright to me.
All right. I'm watching it on the stream and I'm like, okay, I see like 1080, like 240.
I'm not even got the
I don't
stream
know if that's
open
even
yet.
going to come up on the screen now, but
I've got to wait for me ads to finish.
Yeah, no worries. That's too good. All right, I think
yeah, no, everything's set right on my end. Everything should be 1080 from my end.
Andrew,
Yeah, no,
that
I'm
was
fuzzy. All right, I'm gonna try to fix something on my end here because I can see it. I can see it. Yeah, that's good right there. No, I don't want to mess with that.
How you doing anyway,
you know
chat? Are you all looking forward to talking some Boom?
You're just not gonna do much.
Yeah, no, it does. It looks alright on my end.
No, it's definitely a little bit. It's definitely a little bit blurry, but I mean, I'll leave with it. I'll just try not to move too much. I don't know. I don't want to mess around with the settings on my end right now because we're live and
You don't want to break
like
it.
I said, exactly. And, you know, going into the second, going into the third one, doing it this way, I know we'll get everything sorted, everything figured out there. But yeah, guys, everything's looking clean except I look like a potato right now, but everything is okay.
It might
You look alright if you squint.
yeah. I wonder if that's
I did just put my video on.
yeah, no, you needed to go through. No, you needed to go through a special website for it. Yeah, no, it's not. We're not doing it through Discord.
No, yeah, this is actually pretty intense. That's
And
why
ain't no one got time for that phase neither. Damn, chat. I wish you could.
Dropped out.
I wish you could see
You
it,
can't
chat.
show that on camera.
You don't want to be seeing that on camera. Jesus.
Oh, that's too good, fellas. But you know what? It's good to have everybody on call here, and for everybody in the chat right now as well. This is
Yeah. Do you want to do
also
roll call, Scully?
Yeah. Should we just jump into that right now?
Yeah, crack on.
Well, you know what? Here we go, guys. Obviously, BBTFRG #1 in the chat. They're hyping it up like crazy, but I got to give credit to RTT YTT because he was like #2 there. I was first 34 hours ago. I think
true
once
that.
you put some, I think once you put something in chat, it disappears after the first couple hours. But nonetheless, good to see you, buddy. We do have a Tiago. Oh, that was my phone. I'm knocking stuff over already. I'm sorry, guys. Tiago, it is very good to see you, buddy. Welcome to the live stream, guys. We got a Clash fan as well. Last update we had was HQ25. That was already 6 or 7 months ago, and you know what, I'm happy you mentioned that already, Clash fan, because we will be talking about that, of course, as we do progress into the stream here. Gaming with Candy, very good to see you as well. Radical, welcome to the live stream once again. Radical, Candy, giving love to everybody. Posse is in the chat as well. Welcome to the live stream, Posse. Aspie, Boom Beach, hello everyone. Hello Aspie, how are you today, buddy? And of course, as we continue here, Cast Gregory, how are you, buddy? Welcome. Christian Stamanomarov, I apologize if I butchered the last name there. Excited for this Boom Talk. Christian, we are just as excited for this Boom Talk as well here. And of course, Mr. Pwong, very good to see you, my friend. Andro, hey, just listening in, but wanted to say hello, Andro. Welcome to the live stream. Of course, happy birthday as always. As we continue here, once again, Andrew Down, welcome to the live stream here. Only me, RTT, I was first, and that's okay. We will say no more about it. Okay, guys. No more about it. Let's just give it to RTT. Fezman, what's up, buddy? Welcome. Thank you, RTT, for the kind words right there. We have a Jano sighting as well, Martin Dell, and of course, as we continue, we got a lot of names repeating here. That's why I just don't want to say them over. Hank P, blurry as usual. I wouldn't expect it any other way. Flint, welcome, buddy. Just tuning in. What's good, boomers? What's good, Flint? Always a pleasure to see you in the chat, buddy. MC is with us, the pirate Pete Minstrel. What's up, everyone? Pete, welcome to the live stream, buddy. Always a pleasure to have you in the chat, my friend. And Tiago, I think I said, Aspie, Flint, Sheldon Matthews, welcome to the live stream. And of course, guys, we do have Aaron and Martin. I think I did get everybody.
Yep, I think so. Only me. He's where is it? That one. Skull's talking, and these two doing now slacking.
Yeah.
Standard.
What do you think we've got Skull only on there for?
It was Pete's comment when Pete jumped in. Where is it?
Big shout out to everybody in chat tonight anyway, guys. We've got Axe
Big shout out
Darby
to Axe
coming
Darby
straight
there
in
with
with a 99-cent super chat to start the stream off. Thank you very much, Axe. Much appreciated, brother.
Right on,
Big shout out to you. So yeah, tonight, guys, we're going to be talking about well, it's kind of, I don't know how to word it. It's kind of, can Boom Beach survive without any more major updates is the title. But I think it goes a bit wider than that. I don't know. I don't think it all hinges on just one thing about, you know, the game getting more updates and stuff, does it?
It was off the back of a conversation that you and I had midweek, wasn't it? You sent
me
that link to Clash's new update that we got coming out, and we
That's
had
right.
Aaron and I shared a bit of banter backwards and forwards off the back of that.
Martin's volume's really low.
How's that? Is that any better? Now I'm sat on top of my mic.
Helps if you're talking to your mic.
You might want to pull it a little bit closer. No, it's okay.
Yeah. Mine's like right here. You can't see it against my t-shirt, but
oh yeah,
it is there.
You can now.
It is there.
So yeah, we had a conversation about their update that they were getting, and we sort of, you know, we know we're not getting any more updates, but you know, what is the future for Boom without any more major updates?
This is it.
What's defined as a major update? Like, is a major update, like, obviously an HQ update is a major update, but I mean, does that mean anything else that's not an HQ update is not considered a major update?
But do you consider a HQ a major update these days? Because let's face it, the last 3 updates have been HQ and not much else. Yeah, a major update for me, well, any update for me is adding new content, something new to get your teeth into, something, you know, new features in game, not just more of the same of what we've already got and already had, something new, you know, something to get excited about, rather than just doing more upgrades that we've now done 25 times, you know. Yeah.
For me, the last major update was Warships.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
So by that, then, that means like the last actual was over 2 years ago then, because I believe it was in April of 2020 when we got Warships?
Was it 2020 or 2019?
I think it's 18 or 19.
No, they were guys. They were hyping it up for a while. Like even when they first were introducing it, like we didn't get it when it was first supposed to come. I know it wasn't 2018. I feel like 2018 is just way too early. There's no way we've been doing
It was right at the end of the year. It was like
I
think it was right at the end of the year, like November time.
We were already under lockdown procedure in 2020 over here, and we'd already had Warships then, which is why I'm pointing to 19. I think it was pre-pandemic.
Yeah, it was pre-pandemic. It was, yeah.
The X came after Warships as well.
I'm just gonna check Google right now just to confirm.
Yeah, I was gonna say Google will have it. Google will know. Warships is May 2019, says Pang. Fezman coming in with a $5 super chat as well. Big shout out to you, Fez. Thank you for that, bro.
Much appreciated, Fezman.
Johnny Blade. Hi, kids. What's going on, Johnny? Welcome to the stream.
Season 30. We're just finishing season 34, Pang.
Yeah, season 34 is, you think, one of those, roughly one season per month, roughly. But there was a couple that were like 6 weeks, and there was a 3-monther, wasn't there? And
Jano says the last game changer was the introduction of vaults. I'm not sure that was necessarily a game changer, but it was certainly one of the newer. It's a newer content that's been added.
Vaults? Oh, what is, oh yeah.
Vault.
The classified items.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
Even those got exciting for like a week, man. I mean,
Then you realize how low the drop rate is, and you think, it's gonna be no use to nobody. Like,
But then what's the point in having a high drop rate if you haven't got something to continually spend them on?
exactly.
Yeah.
this is true.
It's true.
How
This
do
is
you-
true.
All right, they're fantastic for people that are building accounts, but once again, max players,
Yeah.
left
True
kick,
that.
swinging the leg a little bit.
I feel like it always comes down to how do you make the max players happy? How do you make the max players happy? How do you make them happy? Because like if you think about it, like and I say we because we all have, max level accounts. Majority of the viewers watching right now most likely do have max level accounts. Like we as max level players, like what is it that we want then to keep us happy? Like clearly what Aaron just said with new content, I think is without a doubt that is something that we want, something that's not been in the game before, something that can be introduced. Just going along these kind of repeat cycles where it's like update HQ, add new defensive levels and repeat. We got that for HQ 23, we got that for HQ 24, we got that for HQ 25. I think the only difference with HQ 25 was the fact that they gave us the weapons lab upgrade as well, which did allow us to
Spread
support
it over
prototype.
3 parts.
And 3 parts. It gave me
Johnny Blake
three nail-biting, exclusively exciting 3 parts update to HQ 25 that got everybody excited.
and
for
Johnny
nothing.
Blade just put something in the chat there, which I think makes sense. It's just said, no need for higher HQ, new op bases for all levels would be nice. So
Yeah.
when
Yes.
they've added new op maps, they've always tailored them towards the end game meta, haven't they?
Mhm.
Where it's only the top players that can really do it. But if they suddenly moved, like you think how much the game has evolved over the years and how much more gunboat energy people have got now and how much more power and damage that they've got now,
Mhm.
there's absolutely no reason why you couldn't see bases like Rogue on Stronghold now,
Yeah,
Agree.
and
open
move
up,
some of those down.
move some of those big double core maps from Duplexity down to Dead End, Deep Cut.
Yeah.
Something so the 25-man
Yeah.
teams can get stuck into, because at the moment most 25-man
Even
teams
if
are
you
locked
get
out
one
of.
of them.
They've excluded probably 90% of their player base with Duplexity because they've tailored it for 50-man task forces. Who wants to be in a 50-man task force?
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
let's-
but
let-
at the
let's-
same time, 25 man are smashing it daily.
Yeah, I know that,
And-
but
and-
for the,
and
for the
there's still
average
just-
team,
there's still just as many 50-man task force taking it on and destroying it, crushing it, however you want to
Yeah.
look at it. I think it's more so the fact that just give us new like how hard is it to come out, like
Yeah.
hell, like when they had the base builder, you had players literally going on to base builder, just building NPCs, building bases for the sake of it. Can you imagine if Supercell introduced something like, let's say, like an op builder, and they gave the community a chance to actually build operations, then they can essentially take their pick from what they like or what they don't like. But I mean, I think it would be a lot easier to actually introduce new operations than them just not trying or wanting to add more. Do you guys kind of get what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Pete
you,
Minstrel's just saying there as well.
yeah.
That, you need something to strive for to retain attention, and this is such an easy way of providing it. It's true.
Because
This is
right
a-
now, like
this is a good point. I think operation maps, I think, is like the bare minimum for a main island update. For me, right now, a main island update that would bring something new content is new operation maps or mechanics or whatever. Yeah, but I think that has got to be like the absolute minimum for me. I don't think anything less than new operation maps is just pointless.
3 Dots wants to know if this discussion is about Everdale. Please say yes.
What's on 3 Dots?
Everdale?
Welcome to the stream,
Sorry,
man.
3 Dots.
3
Yeah,
dots.
I mean, adding new operations isn't exactly adding new content. It's just freshening up what's already there. Now, I'm not saying that's not a good thing. It
Yeah.
would be an amazing thing, but it's that simple, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
not a major update. It's just freshening up what's already there. Like
It's
you
not a
said,
new update, it just makes you think.
Yes.
stick Yeah, exactly. You know, all right, occasionally a micro will turn up on a Zuka path and you might have to come up with a new way around it or harvest a bit of extra GPE for an extra shock. But, you know, to have new bases to even if you started sticking second cores on some of the existing bases, you know.
That's what I mean. I think a new op maps would be, like I said, it's the bare minimum for me.
Yeah.
But you know, everybody be like, "Oh, well, not everybody's into operations." I get that, but at least have something new for the community to, you know, work out and talk about and experience. You know, I think that's what it's about. New experiences. That's what the game needs.
That's exactly what we need. I mean, the last time any of us, once again, and you nailed it when you mentioned it earlier, was warships. Like, that's the last time, at least in Boom Beach recently, that we got an update that not only gave us something new, it was a new experience to the game as well.
Yeah.
And frankly, I mean, like, I think warships is probably the best that they're ever going to do when it comes to bringing new content to the game. So it's like, where do we go with this? Where do we go with this? Do we just accept the fact that, you know, Boom Beach is almost, it's 10 years old now, is it not?
It's 8 years old.
Yeah.
8 years old. Okay,
8 years old.
We're getting there. Clash of Clans just passed.
Supercell's
Supercell's 10. Yeah.
Clash of Clan just passed, you know, their 10-year birthday as well.
That's right.
And of course, with Clash of Clan, you know, being Supercell's baby, you know, was one of the first games. You know, they put a lot of, you know, love, attention, money into it. And
look how many
players...
updates they get because they get that money. You know.
I feel like I don't play Clash of Clans.
No,
so
I don't either.
I could be wrong here, but I feel like it is almost like they are getting like a monthly update or like a bi-monthly update. It feels like there's always something new.
It's very regular. Yeah, it's very regular. As soon as they have one, they're talking about the next, and the community knows what's coming up. They've also got a roadmap of updates that they're going to be doing and stuff. You know.
Pete's made a very salient point. Warships constantly provide something new though, because base building is in our hands, as with the tech we have. It's always new every month. That's why it works.
True.
You nailed it.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
Yeah.
You know,
and
that's the good thing about warships.
Whether you find it repetitive or not, that's right. It is new.
Yeah, each season has got its own, you know, unique twist to it, innit? You know, which does keep it fresh.
Then again,
to an extent,
like me, who are mainly sort of focused.
Yeah.
Who, you know, warships doesn't interest me in the slightest.
No.
well,
no, like
Beast, you're a crab guy, right?
No. Well,
you're an op guy.
I used to do crab, but then I got bored of that.
That's another thing. See, crab could do with a new lick of paint, couldn't it?
Sheldon's just saying there. June update is already set, and we just got a major update in May. I'm assuming he's talking about Clash. There.
Yeah, that's Clash. Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying that we should be treated the same as Clash. I get that Clash is the flagship game. It's the huge money earner, the massive money earner. But it just needs...
You know what I think? Do you know what I think? If they're not going to put money into updates and new content, they should do it into advertising.
Oh, I would love to see some new... Anything. Yes, anything, man. Jeez, like...
What are they advertising?
When warships first hit the scene, like, I'm going to be honest with you, gentlemen, viewers, everybody watching, I think that was the only time where I would watch other YouTube videos and I would actually get I remember getting Boom Beach warship advertisements on YouTube. Do you guys remember getting those?
Yep.
Yeah.
And now that I look back, going back over the last, 2.5, 3, maybe 3.5 years, I don't think I've actually seen any Boom Beach advertisement on YouTube. I see Brawl Stars advertisement. I see Clash Royale advertisement. Hell, I see Clash of Clans advertisement.
Everdale, which is even a game that's only a game in beta, but the advertisement, the advertisement campaign right now going on for Everdale is huge. Every single video I watch on YouTube, I get an Everdale advert. Every video I watch on Facebook, I get an Everdale advert.
And it's one of the most boring games ever.
Yeah, and it's only in beta. Do you know what I mean? And they got Boom Beach, which could, just half of those ad spaces for Boom Beach would be enough. Would be a start.
I think the thing that we touched on when we spoke, sort of what triggered this stream, though, is something that we've kind of missed so far. It's something that was it just as Sheldon said a minute ago, June update is already set and major update in May. How do you know the June update is already set? Because you've got communication from the community leader from your dev team. Now, you know,
and that right there is what sparked tonight's boom talk. It's because we've had radio silence from Supercell in the terms of Boom Beach, and I don't blame Nuno. This isn't like a Nuno bashing opportunity because it's nothing to do with Nuno.
Nuno has done an incredible
I'm gonna
job.
just put a pin in that. It's nothing to do with Nuno. This isn't Nuno bashing. This is dev bashing. Nuno can't tell us if he's not told for one, and he's only allowed to say what he's allowed to say when he's allowed to say it. So he's bound by rules and stuff his end as well. So there's that. But this whole radio silence is what pushes people to go, the game's dead. We're not getting no updates. They're not going to update the game because we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on because they don't tell us. Whereas in the other games, like you just said, in Clash and that, where they've got like the roadmap and, they always know what's coming up and they know what changes are coming and all that because of communication.
Can we just highlight the comment by some old guy there? Because I think he absolutely nailed it.
Self-fulfilling prophecy. They say there aren't as many players on BB, so no new content is created. So players leave and don't come back because there isn't any new content. Exactly. But then I don't think that's true either. I don't think there are no new players. I think there are lots of new players. It's it's the players who have already been milked or at like end game. They're the ones who are bored and got nothing to do. And are here right now talking about it.
Would it be considered a major update to get rid of Seekers?
But I don't think there's like no new players coming into the game because there obviously is. They're obviously making money, enough money to keep the game running, to maintain it, but maybe not enough to invest is what I. If you're gonna put it down to money, that's probably like the short and the bottom line of it,
So it's like they're making
the
enough
main
money
thing I miss is
to
the
keep
bugs.
the game afloat.
Yeah.
I'm missing the really fun bugs that came with every new update. That's what I'm really missing.
The bugs. we've had some good ones, didn't we?
Yeah.
Do you remember
What's up, Grey Skull?
When we used to have to put the whole group on post approval on update day because of the bugs?
Yeah.
It's not,
Do you remember when you could land 100 tanks?
Yeah.
Well, that might be another thing with regard to the game, and the amount of bugs and glitches, whatever you want to call it. I think we can all agree on that this game does have it's got its problems when it does come to bugs in game.
The unintended features, Scotty.
Unintended features. That's right. Thank you for the correction, Aaron. Unintended features, as majority of the players like to call them. But does Supercell, do they do enough to either A, stop them, or B, patch them, or C, do something about them? Because I feel like a lot of the bugs that are still in the game today, they've been around for years, guys. They've been around for years. I mean,
the ones that are actually game breaking and hit them in the pocket get fixed pretty quick.
Yep.
It's the ones that are just like minor annoyances or just visual things and things like that. It's the polish that doesn't get fixed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Quick shout out to Shish, just turned up in the chat.
Yeah, what's going on, Shishk?
Big shout out, Shishk. How you doing today, buddy?
We've got a few dropped in actually. Let's just take a sec to call some names out. We've got Johnny Blade, we've got Castle Grayskull. What's going on, guys? Moist Toast has dropped in.
Uplift, Adam Brown.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, we can still hear you, unfortunately.
Oh,
Unfortunately, I love it. No.
Yeah, we're just ignoring it.
We got McLovin in there as well. What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Del boy, good to see you, man. GG's
Adam Brown,
the other
what's going
day,
on?
by the way.
Appreciate you
I
guys
just had
for
the power
being
cut, so I can't see the chat.
conveners of the conversation. Yeah, I mean, this is what Boom Talk's about, is just being able to have this conversation in the open for people to, have their say without it getting shot down like it can do.
The fact that we draw more people to a boom talk when we're talking about something like this than we do on any of our other streams, I think is testament to how much you guys feel about what we're talking about. Or, you know, we're all talking about, because obviously we're taking a lot of it from you guys in chat. But Big D, good to see you. Passy.
He's not used to saying that.
Del boy, that's a really good question right there. In 5 years, do you think Boom Beach will be here?
Yeah.
Honestly, yes.
I do as well. I think we'll be as well. And I think we'll have HQ 60. We'll have warships. We'll have warships 2.0.
I was gonna say Warship season 100, 120, or what?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
think about when we get to season 50. Like, I mean, I can still remember when season 1 came out, and like we're going on to season 35. You know, 15 more seasons. We're literally almost at warships. I mean, they're short seasons that go by very quick, at least for the most part. Most of the 21-day seasons. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely played, I think, a bigger part in the game, bringing players back. Like, honestly, if we did not have warships in Boom Beach, I don't think this game would be what it is today. I think warships has just made that much of an impact.
Yeah, I think if warships wasn't as popular as it is, then maybe they'd have pulled the plug by now. But the point is, it is popular. Whether you know, I know a lot of people don't like it, but there are a lot, and I mean a lot, of players that do. I think there are more people playing warships who enjoy it than there are, you know, people playing like main game, ops, crab, all of that.
If any one of us were to put a poll up on our channel, and I've done this before as well, if you do actually weigh out the 4 main aspects of the game when you break it down to warships, mega crab, operations, or VP pushing, without a doubt, it definitely goes warships number 1, mega crab number 2, operations number 3, and then it's the diehards that still love their VP and their map clearing.
Johnny Blade, just real quick, I'm out, fishing time. Shut up, Johnny, go away.
Enjoy, Johnny, enjoy, buddy, enjoy.
Enjoy it, man.
Johnny.
Me and Martin will be fishing next week, so
I'll discuss that with you after the stream.
yep.
You're not.
Guys, I will be right back. I just
Maybe
gotta run
not.
upstairs for a second.
Yeah, no worries, go. Who else we got? We got Ragnar in chat. What's going on? Warships is just keeping the game alive. To be true, I think that's a fair point. I think it is like probably Supercell's biggest earner right now is for Boom Beach is going to be warships, instant training, diamonds, all that kind of stuff. Especially from the players who are pushing.
The one thing that I don't understand, still can't understand now, is the fact that if Boom Beach isn't creating enough revenue, why do they not set up more revenue streams? I mean, what can you buy on Boom Beach? You can buy instant training, you can buy diamonds, you can buy extra builders. Well, if you buy instant training and extra builders, you don't really need to buy any diamonds.
Yeah.
No, this is true.
So the only reason is spending diamonds then becomes for the extra resources to do the upgrades. Well, they're not hard to come by if you have a resource reward statue and follow the correct tactic. So, you know, again, it's that, you know, we're crying out for skins, for flags, for...
Oh, don't even mention skins,
And
man.
it's
You're
all
gonna get me
ruled
going.
out. It's all ruled out. We know this.
We need a ballerina bullet. The game is
Do you know what?
crying out
I
for
would-
a
I would-
ballerina bullet.
I would be more than happy, yeah, for them to remove classified items and replace them, you know, with skins, a way to earn skins or buy skins. Because
Better NFTs.
NFT skins, all those sort of things, you know, would be huge money earners for the game, massive earners. How many people in the chat right now? Let's put a vote. Let's put a poll out, right? Would you buy
Brick in a prom dress.
You know what? Something funny. I definitely would take my ballerina outfit, the tutu, over the prom dress any day.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
would be
Prom dress
I
would be pretty cool.
I would be contractually obligated to buy bullet in a ballerina outfit.
100%. See, I think Flint's saying yes. So go on in, peeps. Whether you are, you know, enjoying the game right now or not, if you had a way of buying skins or earning skins in game, would you do it? Would you buy them? Would you buy hero skins, troop skins, you know,
Uplift
Scorcher
does
tank
have
skins, all that kind of thing?
Uplift
Hell
does
yeah.
have a point. I think skins would just piss people off. Instead of spending time on skins, should be making a real update. I kind of see your
I agree.
point.
I agree with
Martin's
that.
right. A lot of players would definitely push back with that argument, and he is
that's
right.
I can see that.
That's Uplift's comment.
Yeah, I get that for sure. But you know, we're gonna understand that, you know, there's no more major updates, so there's never gonna be a big change like there was when they added warships. Something like that is never gonna happen. Task Force versus Task Force, you know, Task Force Wars, all that sort of thing is never gonna happen. Yeah, so let's look at ways that, you know, Supercell can add things to the game that makes them more money, and maybe in the long run they change their stance. You know, maybe they start investing a little more. Maybe we get some skins, and you know, maybe we get some new ops, new crabs.
RTT's just signing out. Thanks for dropping by, RTT. Good to see you, man. See you soon.
Catch you later,
Yeah,
RTT.
man.
Yeah, Flint's got it right. Friends, do not forget to hit that like button and support. Damn
Can
right.
we just read Andrew's comment right before what Flint just said? And by the way, awesome, Flint. Andrew's like, why the hell? Well, she didn't say hell, but I'm imagining she did.
Why
the
care?
hell do I care my Warriors are wearing?
This is true. This is true. But when you look at games like Clash
All
Royale
Stars.
and Clash Royale, things like that, the skins and the emotes is the other one. Skins and
Yes.
emotes are huge money earners for.
Emotes are massive. Like
They are stupidly popular. I don't know why. I mean, I don't get it.
It's the younger crowd, dude. It's the
There you
millennials
go.
and it's the younger
There
crowd
you
that
go.
absolutely love it. And if you do actually look, and yes, there's a lot of all age groups that play these games,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it's a lot of the younger demographic. And I'm wrong on this because I know there's a lot of older people that play these games as well, all age ranges.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they're definitely catering more to maybe the millennials. And
100%.
this is alleging, you know, the younger demographic.
100%. Yeah.
I would be actually really intrigued to see what the demographic is on Boom Beach Play, because obviously I know you've said it before, Scully, on your live streams. The majority of people are. Is it 25, 30?
For me, on my channel, like keep in mind, I've got all age ranges that watch my channel, but my main demographic are first off males. Like if I look at like you know the males versus females, I think I'm like 97% male, 3% female, and I think that's pretty standard across most of the
I think
gaming channels.
ours is like that. Yeah.
But even looking at the age ranges, like, you know, it's a very small percentage in that, you know, that 0 to 10 or whatever it is, and once you get into like, you know, the 10 to 20 or whatever it is, it's still very low. But it's once I get into like the 20, so like, you know, 20 to like almost like 60, it breaks down into a few different demographics. It's like I think 20 to 34 to, you know, 45 to something, but they're all about 20%. But the main one for me is 24 to 35. Males aged 24 to 35 might be like 28% watch my channel, but then I might have males aged, you know, 36 to 50, that's like 26%, so it just might be a couple of percentage below it. But yeah, it's definitely an older crowd playing Boom Beach.
It's fairly safe to say though that sort of in a broader sense, mature males are the majority of people, or seem to be the majority of people that play this game, and maybe Supercell have decided that things like skins and emotes don't appear yet to mature males, that they wouldn't consider that to be value
Just
for
because you
money.
put a very good point in there, sorry. Skins would barely be visible. You'll be buying 10 pixels.
I get that. They would be for troop skins. They would be, but if you look at it,
no, he's right.
You could do like HQ skins. HQ skins would be more visible to people who are scouting your base and attacking your base, things like that.
Gunboat skin, yes, yeah.
Gunboat skin,
skins, yes.
Them sort of thing. It doesn't have to be troop skins. It can be, you know, hero skins. It can be, like I said, HQ, all that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'd love a gunboat that looked like the boat from Steamboat Willie.
Just quickly, I want to go back. Moist Toast, he says, "What's an emote?"
It's an emoji.
They're like little. They're like. Hang on, one second. Let's find it on here. Okay, so these are the Clash Royale emotes. Basically, when you are playing a game, you can press a little button to open up to select your emotes, and these are like little animations that play. That's literally all it is. You've got all different ones. There's hundreds of different ones.
That would work well on warships because you'd be able to taunt your opponent.
Yeah, warship emotes for warships.
Can you imagine like a bullet taunt emoji or emote or like a secret, like you smash your opponent in like 40 seconds with Seekers. You taunt them with a Seeker emote. You piss them off to the point where they literally waste all 4 minutes. Like, that would, I mean, as much as I don't like time wasting in this game, that would be funny.
It's just taking the Smeanus to a next level. That's all.
It's an animated Smeanus.
No, that's exactly
just
what it
real
is.
interesting. The poll, we've had 55 votes on the poll, and it's 56% no, 44% yes. Which is
I'm actually a little surprised by that number.
As well.
I thought more people would be in favor of buying skins. But this is why the polls are good, and this is why, you know...
exactly,
This is why we let the community speak.
So, yeah, I mean, like I said, there are ways of doing skins and stuff that makes it, you know... Or collectibles. It can be collectibles as well. It doesn't need to be, you know, skins. Emotes are a good one.
That's why we have false retreats and Smina. Sorry, I totally spoke over you like 3 times there. I'm so sorry. I was laughing at his comment when I just read it. He's like, that's what we have false retreats and Smina, like to piss off your opponent. That's what we have false retreats and Smina is for. And he's so right. He is so right.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, there's different ways to do it. There's emotes, skins, collectibles, limited time things, you know. I don't know. I think if Boom Beach was making more money, we might see some more love from Supercell. But maybe that's not what it is. Maybe it's not about money.
Just a little digression quickly. We've got 73 in chat right now. We are only 160 away from 5k. So if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do, please.
Yeah, smack that subscribe button, guys. We are almost there. We are almost there.
We got some good comments in the chat right there. Like Cast, Tutu Lala, Pang is just dropping some funny stuff right there.
Tutu Lala, extend the map, radar upgrades, somehow involve main base stats to warships. Warships tech trees should be 4 rows with more ways and rabbit holes. Hells yeah. But
Tom has picked up on something else that I've got written in my notes. I think the best thing to do is to figure out a way to draw all teams closer together. If you look at dead teams, some still have active players, and that's, I think, that for me would be a major one, is refining that task force search, maybe even binning off teams that haven't. I mean, my original team that I was in was a team called Swag Scopers. I think it was supposed to be Swag Scoopers, but they messed up the spelling. That was the team.
That was a Blistered Ball typo, wasn't it? Admit it.
No, it had nothing
Admit
to do
it.
with me this time.
Admit it. Don't believe you. Lies.
It was the task force that I joined before I even knew that the community existed. Anyway, long story short, I left it, as did a load of others. I looked it up the other day, and it's still going. It's 4,500 days old, and they haven't done an operation. It's still the same 7 guys that we left there when we split and set up the 25-man. It's dead. It is a dead task force. Why is it still in the search engine? After, I mean,
so is Tom saying that there should be a mechanic to like kill dead TFs after a certain amount of time?
Just remove them from the search results.
That's what I mean. Yes, remove.
Yeah, just remove them from the search results.
I think if you haven't started an operation for 90 days, if you haven't collected one offensive intel for 90 days, then it's pretty safe to say that that task force is dead.
Agreed. Get out. Go find another one.
Exactly.
You know, and there's no reason why you couldn't put warnings to anybody. Well, I mean, even if you had 2 players in a 50-man task force that were collecting enough enough intel to do milk run once every 3 months, it still wouldn't register as a dead task force because they're collecting intel every night, you know, within that 90-day period. But the amount of teams that have got 19 task force points.
Yeah.
Which,
Captain Blackadder's in chat. Hi, all.
Go back and see when the last chat message was. Pang's just pointed out.
Yeah. Hi, all the best streamers in one place. Love it. What's up, Cap Blackadder? Big shout out to you.
Thanks, Cap.
Yeah, Tom's just clarified. No, I'm saying something to pull in active players to new teams.
Yeah, just show the active task forces or the new ones, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
Well, it makes for new players looking like for a new task force absolutely dreadful. You know, even now, like I've got my tablet open here, and even now looking for.
To do it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, it's going to be different for us in Sugar Ship, Martin, because it's going to pair us with other players with similar XP and whatnot.
I'm not doing it with a Sugar Ship account.
Okay, never mind. But like for just a regular Joe Blow account, yeah, it's going to just bring up dead TF after dead TF after dead freaking TF.
Yep.
Do you know what
Andrew says I can't
put one of my.
Go on.
Sorry, you go ahead. Go on.
Go on.
I was just going to say, I put one of my accounts in a different team the other day. Just, I was a bit tipsy. I thought I'd have a little look around, and
Nice.
but I joined a team that, it was just the first one in the top of the thing. They hadn't started operation for 17 days. Okay, but there's still 3 guys in there, and this is exactly what Martin was just saying. 3 guys in there, didn't say hello, same 3 guys doing the attacks. You could see it was the same 3 guys. There was maybe 6 hits, but they obviously had multiple accounts. And that was it.
Well,
there was absolutely zero chat, nothing at all.
I've just gone on to Marauding Moose, which has got instant training on because I put it on when it was cheap, and I'm just doing a few more upgrades. It's not in a task force at the moment, so I've gone to Task Force Finder. The first task force on the list, Sparta 1 they're called. It's a 50-man team with 40 men in it. They've got force points currently of 502. John, the leader, has 16 intel. There's another guy with 8, another one with 2, another one with 7, and everybody else has got nothing. Their biop is daily ops, active players wanted, not active, you won't last. If you go onto their stats, operations in the last 30 days, 4.
You won't last, but we've got 30 accounts here on 0 intel.
They say you won't last, but there's 3 players.
Do you know what I mean? My God, man, if you... Listen, chat, if you're in a task force like that, run fast. Get on one of the social media. Get in one of the communities and find an active task force. There are thousands of active task forces for people to join. There is no reason why anyone should be in a dead task force like that.
I think what Tom is saying is, why can't we get a message to John, Creeper, Cordrum 03, Old Boomers, and say to them, look, you're stuck in this 50 doing 4 ops every 30. There is more out there. There is more out there for you.
And do you know what? The thing that annoys me,
this way.
It's those players right there as well, who'd be like, oh, I can't recruit. Nobody ever joins my task force. Everybody goes inactive. Boom Beach is dead. Because that's their experience. That's all they can see, because they refuse to leave that task force and, find one that's actually active with, 100% active players in.
I don't know what it is with this game, Aaron, but a lot of players have like a stupid sentimental.
I know. To the task force. It's a bloody task force.
To the first TF they join. There was just that sentimental value where it's like, I'm part of the team.
No, you're not. You are the team. You're the only one there. Andrew, oh my God, I'm so heated now.
Oh yeah, we're probably gonna get a few people worked up right now. That's too funny.
But you know what I'm saying, though. There's no reason why anybody should be in a task force like that. If you are in a task force like that, or somebody who's in a task force like that, get them out. Boom Beach is just dead. No, it's not. Not even close. Boom Beach is nowhere near to being dead. The dev team are dead. The dev team are definitely dead. Well, they gotta be. But the games.
Do you remember?
Alive and kicking.
Not so long ago, again, we were fishing. We quite often have these chats when we were fishing. And I said to Aaron, I bet him that the Boom Beach's dev team is 90% automated, because there's nothing there that requires, the only thing that requires any kind of human interaction is coming up with the tech tree each month. And even that shish could probably be automated, couldn't it? You think Crab just recycles. The levels on Crab just recycle. The base, there's nothing happened with the home map for ages. The ops, there's no dev requirement there within the ops. There just is. I'm just not convinced that there is.
Martin, you know what we need, Aaron, Martin.
Sorry, just quickly, just putting it out there to sort of clarify that it is automated. We had the graphics for HQ 24 and 25 nearly 3 years ago.
They were leaked from the game files.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
I was just gonna say, Martin, you were just touching on that. You know what we need in this game, just to make the player base happy and to show us that there are actually devs committed and somewhat working on the game. Give us a meet the devs video. Let's meet the devs of Boom Beach, man.
We used to have them. Who was the guy that looked like Neil from the Young Ones?
Yeah, we used to get dev update videos. They used to do you know, they used to record these videos for talking about what's coming up in the next update and stuff. We haven't had a dev video since Warships. Since Warships was first announced. It wasn't even when it was launched. It was when it was first announced.
Which brings us back to the whole radio silence point again, doesn't it?
But just to touch on what you were saying there, Martin, about it all being automated and the team and whatnot, I'm gonna find something right here a sec.
No fork bender, no updates.
This is, I mean, I wasn't sure if I could bring this up on stream tonight, but because it's already public, I'm going to anyway. I did ask Nuno to clarify, but he hasn't got back to me. But it is a public, it's a public article, and I will put the link in chat. Turn that on so you can see it. Why is Boom Beach still booming 8 years on? Now, this is a interview with game lead Laura Gilliland. She's the game lead for Boom Beach.
Game lead for Boom Beach or for Supercell?
For Boom Beach.
I've never even heard this name before.
Yeah, well,
I think that's the Supercell game lead. It's not.
Yes, it is. Supercell game lead Laura Gilliland talks suiting the players' needs. Why Boom Beach?
Sorry. I thought you said Boom Beach game lead. I was like, I've never heard of a Boom Beach game lead before. Sorry, you are right. It clearly says Supercell game lead. Yes. Sorry,
yeah. She's the staff member at Supercell who oversees everything to do with Boom Beach. She's the lead developer for Boom Beach. She might not be doing the actual coding, but she's the person in charge of the game.
Okay. Thank you.
And this is from November 18th, 2021. So 6-7 months ago, something like that. I just want to point out, I'm not going to read through all of it. I just want to point out one sentence. Where is it? One sec. I've got a screenshot of it on my phone. Hang on.
Working on Boom Beach has shown me that there is often a lot more potential in the game. There's a ton of potential in this game, Laura.
Yeah, work on it.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Sorry.
Oh, where is it? I'll read it out to you. It says, then in terms of updates, we're evaluating what the right cadence is going forward. We know we need to do more, and we're in the process of trying to find more people for the team to deliver more, better content to players. That's from this article. I'm going to try and find it.
That was November 18th, 2021. So this is just over 6 months ago.
So you would expect by now... Oh, I really want to find it on here.
You love it when streamers do their prep work.
I know, right? I had it all sorted as well. It's because I've used Chrome for something else. I've lost the bloody bookmark.
Uplift has said a moment ago, my old task force leader quit but didn't make someone else leader. Long story short, we gathered the active players and made a new task force. Been doing great for a year now, so just do that.
Yeah.
And that's it. You know,
that's what a lot of us do.
Yeah, I've done it. I think I think you've done it several times, haven't you, Beast?
Yeah.
You know, I've done it. In fact, I've done it twice. I went.
So it's almost like a Boom Beach mutiny in the sense of where, you know, obviously the task force not performing. You know, generally, you know, a lot of the players have a different view than from what the leader has, and then you take the good players and you leave and you start a new task force.
There's actually another part of it I want to show you.
You have to accept that some people are going to stop playing the game and not like the game, so you just have to move on with the crew that do.
She says, right now we're trying to focus on improving the quality of the experience for players with our product roadmap. Come on, Laura, we would love to know what that product roadmap is. Am I right, chat? Would you like to know what the roadmap is?
They just said They said roadmap in there.
They actually used the word roadmap.
That's not cool, man. I feel like that's leading us on. And the reason why I feel like that's leading us on, because maybe they have a bunch of stuff like super high up where they're just keeping it behind closed doors, and they're not, passing it down to the games community manager, which is then not passing it down, to the boom tubers. But Aaron, frankly, man, Martin, Beast Mode, I've never seen a roadmap laid out in front of us.
Nope. No, I'd love to see it. They must have one. That's what I'm saying. But that's the quote right there. Then in terms of updates, we're evaluating what the right cadence is going forward. Oh, sorry. We know we need to do more, and we're in the process of trying to find more people for the team to deliver more, better content to players. It's right there. And this was written 18th of November 2021.
6 months ago.
So can we just highlight the comment there by Wagner as well? I feel COVID has made so many companies insular. If people are not in the office environments, you lose that interactive think tanks, and energy is lost in all progressive tasks. Yeah, you're right there, but this has come out after the main problems in with COVID had already gone.
Yeah.
So a lot of places were open.
This is post-COVID.
If she dropped that article, if that article was dropped, let's say November 17th, 2019, or even 2020, that might be a little bit different, because we still had a lot of COVID lockdowns and other things that made daily life and working life very difficult. But this is this is literally like 6 months ago. 6 months ago. I don't know, Aaron. Maybe they're just keeping us all in the dark, and they're just going to surprise the hell out of us by the end of the year. But I don't know, man.
Well, I just pinned the link.
If anything,
just pinned the link in chat for anybody who wants to go and read that article. If you haven't read it yet, go and give it a read. It's quite interesting what some of the things she says. There's more of it to go into if you wanted to go into it. She reflects on where the game's been and progress. She actually mentions about how the game was going to be killed before it was going to be launched, before they went to global. Whilst it was still in beta, it was almost never made global launch because they were talking about killing it. It was because the team wanted to push it and sort of stepped, put their neck on the line for it, that this actually went global, right? But it's a really interesting read. It's worth having a little scroll through if you haven't seen it.
I kind of feel like lockdown and everything, people can try and use that as an excuse for things, not being worked on. But gaming-wise, I think lockdown had massively improved the bank balance of a lot of these companies. So there's absolutely no reason why they shouldn't have been able to invest, because people can work from home. People can work on coding from home and send it into the office. That's not an issue at all. I do just think they're looking at Boom Beach as their lowest revenue. And it's something that they don't want to put money in.
Something funny. After this article, Laura disappeared under mysterious circumstances.
Does Heyday not perform a little less than Boom Beach, or are they both like neck and neck?
I think Heyday and Boom Beach are very similar. I think overall,
because I feel like a majority of the Heyday players do feel like Boom Beach players when it comes to new content for our games.
Yeah, they I think, like, statistically, I think Heyday is just a little lower than Boom, but not by much. Product roadmap is a dead-end street. But that's what I'm saying. There must be, a roadmap. They must have plans. If they're taking on new staff, the reason why I brought that up is because, like it says about taking on new staff to the team so that they can deliver more and better content. If that's happening, why hasn't Nuno been told to make that news public? Why not announce that they've got a new team member because they are doing or thinking about doing X, Y, and Z? Why can't we just be kept in the loop just a little bit? I don't want to know what they're working on day by day. I just want to know they're working on something.
Well, yes, I mean that was something else that we touched on. When we spawned the idea of this stream, I say something else I sort of mentioned to you, Aaron, wasn't it? Was if there are no more major updates, what they're saying is that's it, we're done with major updates. Can they not tell us why? Is it a financial thing, or is it something as complicated as that when they made Boom Beach, they started off with such a complex, weird base code for the game that they just can't add any more to it. That's why the game breaks every time they add something to it. Now, if it's something as simple as that, tell us. at least we'll have some idea.
See, now
We'll
they
have
tried.
some
They did try
understanding.
saying that, didn't they, once
Could he-
before?
I think he might be onto something because I'm going to use Clash of Clans here as an example. Like, and I only know this because I read this. I read this. I didn't read it. I think I actually saw it in one of the YouTube videos. I think it was Havoc Gaming.
Mr. Darnell Grigsby.
Look at Clash of Clans back in 2012 when it first came out. They actually had to redo one of the waterfall animations because a lot of the phones that were out at the time didn't actually have the memory to actually
I remember that.
to showcase how the waterfall was actually supposed to look, the animation. So they had to switch it over to something that was a little bit more dull, something that the memory would be able to read. I don't know if the same would correlate in the sense of that maybe they just had all this crazy, software and tech, that was well advanced at their time, and now they just can't keep up with it or whatever it may be. But there's clearly something missing. There's something missing here, Martin.
There is. Darnell Grisby in chat.
Ram-
What's going on, Darnell? Welcome to the stream, bud. Sheldon
Raminus.
Matthews, Raminus.
Oh, Darnell, we got
I'm not
DG
even
in
gonna-
the chat. Massive shout out to Darnell Grigsby.
I'm not even going to attempt his surname. There's a major issue with revenue for BB. Here are mostly smart players. I don't think he's talking about you, Beast. Here are mostly smart players. We are too efficient in spending. We don't buy each stupid offer.
No, this is true.
Yeah.
That's because the offers are stupid. You're right. I mean,
In a nutshell.
they go and give you a resource bundle on
There's-
Crab Weekend.
That's a stupid offer.
Yeah.
But
You know,
when
it's-
they're giving me IT, for 30 days for half off, in my eyes, that's a good offer. But I'm not going to spend $30 on freaking resources during a goddamn Crab Weekend. Let's be
Yep.
real.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
They give you hero upgrade tokens when there's no. They've openly said no more heroes. So
Yeah.
again, I get it that these things are useful for people with minis, people that are fresh to the game, people that are building accounts. But for max players, the only useful purchase that there is for a max player is instant training.
Yeah.
Because even extra builder, phases out when you've got nothing else to upgrade.
Exactly.
Yeah, 100%. They
Or if you've got a 3-day
they
upgrade.
definitely need
Even then-
they do need to
even then, we-
reevaluate their offers because the offers are stupid. We've said this many times.
The only time I ever buy extra builders is when I've got offensive stuff. I'm in no rush to build more boom cannons up one level. I'll rush to get me landing craft done.
Landing
I'll rush
crafts,
to
of
get
course,
me
yeah.
armory upgraded. Yeah, of course. And I'll buy the extra builders for that. And if that happens to coincide with a weekend, deal, then great. But
These special offers are special for a different reason. They are stupid.
Yeah.
They
I think
if
that
they were to reevaluate that, like what the sort of offers they do, one, obviously more people would buy it because even the high level, max level players will buy decent bundles if they're worth it for a max level player, and they don't need resources for one. So do a booster thing with diamonds. Do a diamond and booster deal for Crab Weekend, or to coincide with the start of warships or something like that. But don't give us resource bundles on Crab Weekend. Come on now.
if I could sell back my diamonds for what they charge me for them, I could buy a new car. Says something funny.
Yeah, same.
But
Same.
again, I mean, there's a thing, isn't it, that even the premium in-game currency is so readily abundant, so hugely available that you don't need to buy diamonds.
It's funny you mentioned that because I think on average I make about 3,000. I'm give or taking here because I got a lot of people that do generous dumps for me when they recognize my name on their map. But just from operations, from Mega Crab, from chess, from submarine, I believe trader as well. I think I'm pulling roughly about 3,000 diamonds a month.
Yeah, you can do 3,000 diamonds a month easily.
Yes.
Easily.
Yes. Yeah. And
Well,
3,000 diamonds is a nice little cushion for when you start your next season of warships and you realize, and Shishka Bobber and a lot of other, top players recognized this a long time ago. You hoard your diamonds to swap your multi-nodes and warships. And that's how the strategy normally goes with, get your diamonds. So when the next season of warship comes, you have your diamonds to switch your multi-nodes.
Yeah. Flint says, max players need goals to work towards. Without goals in the game, as a max player can get bored Like what now? Set goals, peeps. It makes the game fun. Yeah. See, goals, achievements, all those sort of things are nice little things to grind for sure. So
they need more achievements. Like, I mean, it's funny you mentioned that. You know, for the newer level, for the new players joining the game, it's fun. Like, you'll get your achievements pretty quick. Strategist obviously being the most meticulous achievement to obtain.
Yeah, it's the hardest one to get with one of the worst rewards. You should have 1,000 diamonds for that.
1,000.
You should have 1,000 diamonds for that and 30 dimes for 600 VB. Because 600 VP, you can do that in a month.
Buddy, you do that. You do it in with your exactly. Do that in your sleep. Give us 1,000 diamonds for actually defending your base 800 times against opponents.
Yeah, make it worth grinding for, Absolutely, 100%.
But yeah, they definitely need to add more achievements. Like maybe a warship achievement. Like, you've played 10 seasons of warships, you get this achievement. You've played 20 seasons of warships, you get this achievement. You played 30 seasons of warships, you get this achievement. I don't know if adding achievements to a game is something that other game developers do, but I definitely feel like it's something they could do.
Yeah, for sure.
New name in chat, codename Duchess. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, I stopped playing. Go on.
Go on.
No, you go on.
I stopped playing 4 years ago because max players had nothing. Good to see time is a flat circle and the angst continues.
You're kind of right, but yeah, they have added lots in that time in the last 4 years. I mean, if you'd open the game right now, it'd be a completely different game to what you were playing 4 years ago.
Oh my God, yes.
But it's not for you to go and start the game playing now. That'd be huge. You'd have so much to do. You'd be busy for the next 2 years playing the game, just building the game.
I feel like they'd be busy for longer than that. I mean, it takes 2 years just to max your account without spending any money.
Probably.
It probably takes longer now with the new HQ updates.
Yeah, for sure. So we've got up to HQ 25 now. There's warships, monthly crab. There's loads. There's been loads added in the last 4 years, But even going back 4 years with Mega Crab, we didn't even have the monthly cycle of Mega Crab 4 years ago. We got Crab every 5 or 6 months, I believe. It's once or twice a year, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh yes.
No, it was 4 times a year.
What Duchess is saying there is that they stopped. She. I'm sorry, Duchess could be a she. Stopped playing 4 years ago because they were a max player. Yet here we are 4 years later, and max players are still saying the same thing. That.
Well, warships was Supercell's answer to what do max players do with the game once they're maxed out? The end game content. Their answer to that was warships.
Did they openly say that?
Oh yeah,
it was,
repeatedly and loudly. They push warships, saying that because before warships was announced, everybody was crying out for end game content. It was always about the max players. All the max players were... Martin, your camera's disappeared. All the max players were complaining about not having any end game content and complaining that all the updates and changes were all tailored towards new players or mid-level players, right? So Supercell said, right, okay, we're going to get this latest update out of the way. Then the next one is going to be the big one for max level players. And then when they announced it, it was warships. And then they continued pushing that. 1 sec, man, I'll put you back on in a sec.
Yeah.
Martin, what'd you do? No.
I closed the wrong window.
Oh, that's funny. I have a separate window open just for the way we have the cameras working.
But Supercell did really push that, saying that warships was the end game content for max players. And would you, as a max player, I mean, obviously Scully and Martin, you guys are pretty content just playing warships, and that's fine. But chat, for the people who are out there who maybe not hardcore warshippers, how many max players out there are happy with the end game content being warships? Would you like something different? Obviously, but or something else maybe.
Hell was that?
That was B's answer to it.
Yeah.
Kegmeister.
I was sabotaged by the monkey.
Kegmeister. Geez, you guys still yakking? Yeah.
Hey, Kegmeister. Yeah, we are. Sorry.
Yeah, no, Martin wasn't jumped by the monkey.
Yeah, but Andro, you are also part of that special breed of player that take VP very seriously. Like, I don't know if you guys knew this. Andro's got over 1,300 VP. I don't think there's any other people in the chat. Well, maybe one or two that have that much VP. So somebody like Andro would definitely, like, Andro doesn't play warships, so of course she's gonna want, you know, main game, end game content that's not warships.
Scully, look at your camera.
It's better.
Yeah.
It's been better for a while now. I didn't want to say anything.
Oh, is it? I only just noticed.
No, I've literally, like, when I went upstairs to use the washroom and came back downstairs, I was like, whoa! It literally just went from 240 to like 720. I don't think it's 1080, but the quality is much better.
Yeah, for sure.
You just needed
That's
to
me in
wash that
HD.
fuzz off.
Damn.
You just needed to wash that fuzz off your face. That's all that was.
Something funny. We will never get team versus team, and I think that's what a lot of us want. Yes. So Task Force versus Task Force has been ruled out. We know that.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got a question for you in
it is.
chat. I've got a question for you. When we set up Task Force versus Task Force on our Facebook page, when we do it through the FunOps channel on Telegram, we get very little uptake.
We used to get a lot.
We did used to get a lot. It was a lot.
Is that because you want to do Task Force versus Task Force in your home Task Force? Or is that because you don't know that it exists? Yeah.
They probably don't know it exists.
Yeah,
Like,
because
think about
we haven't done one for a while, have we? So there's probably, you know, but I think a lot of the OGs will know about Task Force. Thing is, though, when we do it, we ask for people to sign up as individuals, and then we create two teams out of those individual signups. If we were to do it where people could sign up their whole task force, but there's an issue with that, and that is getting the whole team.
Leave.
The whole team has got to be online to do it live on the stream.
Yeah.
And that's why I think you're better off with something like, let's say, having a sign up for, let's say, a 25-man task force. You know, I'm just using it as an example. You know, you got the streamer, let's say it's Aaron, you know, you get 20 people to sign up. So even though it's a 25-man task force, essentially it'll be 21 people. It'll be, you know, Aaron, you know, the streamer, not participating, 2 teams of 10, and then you would set the rules that way. I mean, there are ample ways to do it. It's just, it's like unofficial. It's just the rules are just kind of made on the spot to make it happen.
Community run events.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Kegmeister and Darnell Grigsby both saying not many people know it exists.
And you guys would be surprised, even as many people that are on Telegram, you know, it's still a very small number. And like that, those are generally the individuals that we do get involved in the fun ops and the task force versus task force, or, you know, and then it gets to the point where, you know, even sometimes we can't even fill up on Telegram. Then you've got to go live and, you know, pull viewers.
Yeah, it would be nice if Supercell did some PR work. You know, it would be nice if they did some advertising for the community run events. Even if they didn't want to advertise their own game, at least advertise the community run events, you know?
I don't want to throw them under the bus entirely, because let's be real.
I know they have done. I know they have.
Destroy, they have done it in the past. Yes. Okay, with Op Destroy and the All Hits Ladder live tournament, you know, for the first championship that they sponsored, the second championship they sponsored as well. So they have actually, yes, you are right, they have reached out to content creators, but it would be nice to see more of it. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I tried to arrange a full-blown. Do you remember when we tried to arrange the full-blown tournament, Beast, Martin?
Yeah.
When we said about having brackets and knockout rounds and a semi-final and a final and all the rest of it. Yeah, I had Supercell and Nuno prepared to sponsor it. They were going to advertise it. They were going to do, you know, they were going to make it all happen so that we could do it maybe live on their channel. You know, all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, and we had literally 3 people sign up.
No.
For a full scale for a full scale tournament where we could have had 16, 32, 64, you know, teams, players.
How long was the sign up? How long was the sign up available for?
Weeks.
Oh,
weeks.
Like, what? Okay, is that just people? Okay, is that people just not paying attention? Because you can't tell me there's not interest in that, because there is interest in that.
To be fair, I think
you say
we were a fairly young entity at the time, weren't we? In terms of
maybe if we tried it again now, we might get a bit more traction with it. But I don't know.
You're right, Pang. It might have been. I think Op Destroy technically sponsored the first one, because he sent out Yeah, I think he sent out his own merch actually, 3D printed Zukas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we could try it again. I'd be up for trying it again. I mean, I think
the problem is when we do these events, where we do these task force versus task forces and stuff like that, is a lot of the time teams want to do it at their own leisure. Do you know what I mean? So
that was
they
something
don't
else.
necessarily all want to be on live.
We accommodated for that. I probably still got the write up for it saved in my Google Drive or something somewhere.
Nice.
We set it up. It was formatted so that only the final and semi-finals would be streamed live.
Yeah.
All of the knockout rounds and all that, could be done in your home task force. You didn't need to leave. You could be done it, whenever you wanted to do it and all the rest of it. And it was just the case of the attacks would be recorded and the points all, tracked and everything else like that. Somebody would join the team to, facilitate all that side of it. So nobody had to leave their task force. Nobody had to give up their stats. Nobody had to hit live, unless they got through to the final and stuff. And
can I just cover
still,
something here?
People didn't want to do it.
A lot of people get confused with this, and I got stupid confused with this as well. You don't actually lose your stats in the task force when you leave and somebody invites you back. Like when you get invited back and you join back on an invite, all your intel, all your stats, all your numbers are still there.
All of the ones for your complete history, not just that week.
Everyone, I think that's the number one reason why people do not want to leave their task force is because of that sentimental value to the stats. I've got over 10,000 intel. I've hit over 700 operations.
Really?
I don't want to lose these numbers.
I thought you lost. I thought you lost all of the historical ones.
Yeah.
Did you?
I'm pretty sure you lose all the historical ones, but it's just this current week's still tracks.
Oh,
it's the current the week you're on still tracks, but the historical ones you lose all of that.
Okay, so maybe people are just stupid sentimental. It's that sentimental value to their stats, man. It doesn't matter what game you're playing. They don't want to lose those numbers.
Yeah, and I get that because I'm a bit of a stat monkey as well. I like following my stats, things like that. So I get that, which is why we facilitate, why we specifically made it. We formatted it so that people didn't have to leave their task force and lose their stats. They didn't have to hit live. There was no live stream pressure, none of that. And you still got absolutely nothing. But like Martin said, we were, FunOps was maybe 9 months to a year old at that point. BBTFRG didn't have a YouTube channel.
No, you didn't, because I actually started streaming your FunOps before you guys actually got the channel up and going, and you took them back over. Yes,
you used to do the it started off with Fritz doing the regular FunOps, and then when Fritz retired, you took over, and then OpDestroy used to do our task versus task force stuff because he had all the scenes and everything to to make that sort of thing happen.
I actually was the first one to stream off FunOps.
And then someone had the bright idea of eating a stinking chili jelly baby.
Oh,
I know, right?
Stupid
idea with that.
Mine is right over there. Okay, it still taunts me to this day.
Let's do it. Do it right now, Scully.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if I did it on stream right now? No.
Do it.
No, not right now. I got no milk. I got no milk. I got no yogurt. I would probably no.
They all make it worse anyway doing that. Don't you know?
It doesn't matter. You got to mentally prepare for this, man. You just don't do something like this on the spot.
Do it.
I reckon we should get chat to vote.
No. You guys just get my anxiety through the roof here, man.
We got some exclamation mark Fritzes coming in as well.
Yeah, big shout out to you, Fritz.
Massive shout out to Fritz, guys.
Good old Fritz is Boom Beach.
If anyone in the YouTube chat is unfamiliar with us saying the name Fritz and dropping these Fritz commands, Fritz is like he's a legend in this community, an absolute OG. He had his own style and charisma that I think to this day is absolutely unmatched by any other BoomTuber. We love you, Fritz. We absolutely love you, man.
Absolutely, man.
He actually messaged me last week, to be fair.
Yeah, I spoke to him. He was hanging out in stream with us one day, not long ago, on a fun op.
Yeah.
I don't think he was on Beast, but he was in chat with us for a while, wasn't he, Martin?
Yeah.
He messaged me last week to just sort of have a quick catch up.
Yeah, nice. So those community events and things like that, they happen. They do happen quite a lot. They are an absolute nightmare to facilitate and arrange, and so many moving parts and things. But we can all make it happen if people are interested to do it. Maybe we should try. Maybe we should try and try and run that event again. Revisit it. What do you reckon, fellas?
I think that's
Yeah,
a
I
good idea.
think
Once again, to kind of gauge, how the community feels about it. The fact that we're talking about it more now. Again, in the past, a lot of people didn't know what was going on. So, which was they didn't know where to go to sign up. The amount of people, like when I have an All Hits Live now, and I just mentioned in my Telegram, I'll have people that'll actually message me now saying, "Oh, can you save me a spot?" Or what's the task force?
well,
It's just a matter of
we run the
getting
sign up
people to
sheets.
know about it.
We run proper sign up sheets in FunOps, and I mean people don't even sign up for them anymore. So because I tried running one for Friday for the Cologne rifles, and we had like 2 people sign up for it.
See, that's a damn shame as well, and I think people don't sign up anymore because they're just like, I don't want to commit, but if I'm available at the time, I'll just join on stream. Because I have Aaron, Martin, Beast Mode, I have noticed that over the last like year and a half, whether I don't post signups anymore when I do FunOps, just because I know it'll be easier just to reach out and get people to come on stream instead of having to go through the
we find that sometimes as well.
Of trying to get people, like the people, I don't know if it's because people aren't looking anymore, people aren't paying attention, or more players have fallen off. But it's difficult to actually get a sign-up sheet filled up for an All Hits Live now.
Yeah, see, Radical just said, I'll speak for myself. Up until recently, I didn't know about these events.
Uplift has just said it. Maybe people should let their task force members know. And that's something, that's something huge. That each and every one of you out there in chat, we got 81 watching now.
So, by the way, smash a like, guys. On the way in, on the way out.
Hell yeah.
Hit that
subscribe. We want subscribes. Forget the
5K
likes.
by the end
I want to hit 5K.
by the end of May. That's
I
what
will
we're
quite
looking
happily
for.
swap your likes for subscribes right now. I won't usually do it, but I want them.
But that's something huge that everyone in chat could do right now. Is when you get back
Word
to
of
your
mouth.
task force, tell people about Scully, tell them about Op, tell them about us, tell them about the Facebook community, get them involved in Telegram, get them downloading Telegram and Discord, get them ensconced in the community, especially those that are running green statues. No,
anyone, it doesn't matter who.
Yeah, joking aside, the game
Captain Blackadder.
the game becomes nom nom nom. The game becomes so much more, just so much more when the community, when you're part of that community. In fact, Axe said, where's Axe Darby's comment? Just above Uplifts, this community is what's going to keep the game alive. And it is.
I don't think 99% of us would still be involved here. And I know for me, for sure, if it wasn't for us doing these streams and it wasn't for, joining the community in the first place and finding Hopper Network, finding BBTFRG, things like that, there's absolutely no way that I would be in the game anymore.
No. I probably
not a
wouldn't either.
chance.
And for anyone in the chat that is watching this that, doesn't really know what we're talking about. I mean, like, for myself, I've been playing Boom Beach now for literally 6.5, 7 years. The first 2.5 years I played this game, I like to call it I played blind. And when I say I played blind, all I did was just play in my task force. All I knew were just my task force members. Had no idea of Telegram, no idea of Discord, no idea of Hopper Network. And then, like, once you get introduced to that, it really does open up a whole new game and a whole new community. The amount of people that I've met in this game because of Hopper Network, Telegram, Discord, the Boom Beach community literally resides on Telegram and Discord. I would probably say Telegram more than Discord, to be honest. I mean, would you guys agree?
I think so. Yeah, I think Telegram is of all of the social media platforms, I think Telegram is the one that probably covers the most. I mean, you've got a huge channel. Op Destroy's got a huge channel. It's.
But it was BBTFRG that actually kept me in the game because I left my original task force and left with a couple of guys from there, and then we started a new team. And I was just looking for other players, and I was just on Facebook, and for some reason just checked in the search Boom Beach, and then obviously sort of met all you guys through it as well. And as much as I hate to say it, I did join another YouTuber's task force as well. But then I was introduced through Hopper to Hopper Network through that task force.
Okay,
Sorry,
Fortbender's just popped in. What the heck is Telegram? I'm assuming
It's a communication application. Not to make that rhyme.
Like WhatsApp.
It's like WhatsApp. It is a communication application. It's just it's an off-game app that you can use to talk to other players in the game. And there's a whole like community inside Telegram. Like there's what you would call I guess you would call it a room. You know, there's multiple Boom Beach rooms inside Telegram. Like Telegram is like a doorway. You go into the door and there's like so many doors that lead you to other Boom Beach aspects of the game. Like, you know, if you all you care about is Mega Crab, then just join the Mega Crab rooms. You know, if all you care about is warships, just go join all the warship rooms. You know, if all you care about is operations, go join Hopper Network and all the op rooms. Honestly, Forkbender, if you don't have Telegram, download Telegram and ask Aaron for BBTFRG, Martin for the BBTFRG Telegram link. I can send you my Telegram link, and then from there, you'll be surprised at how much gets opened up. Yeah.
Hopper Network is massive. And for the guys who don't know, you can literally, I don't know if you just told them or not, but if you want somebody to join your task force to come and do op hits, you literally just post in one of the channels on there 5 minutes before your op starts, and you can get one person, you can get 20 people, you can get 30 people who will join your task force right there and then, do the op hits for you, and then bounce to go and find another task force to hit for. That's what Hopper Network is. That's their foundation, hopping.
That's what
I've just put the link for it in chat. And if you download Telegram on your app store and then follow that link,
it's at Hopper Network links or at BBTFRG for our
Cameron R. I used to play back in the day when Nick at Night was playing, and then life took over. Then one day I saw a Scully stream and also op. I fell back in love with the game. You guys do a superb job. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Cameron. Thank you, buddy. You know what? I still watch Nick at Night to this day, man. He went live yesterday with Elden Ring, I believe, or Elder Scrolls. It was one or the other. He still streams. It just he doesn't really stream much Supercell stuff anymore. Occasionally Clash Royale here and there, but yeah, he's definitely moved on.
Yes,
he was one of the worst players I ever watched play.
Yeah, Scorchers. Simonez, I feel like a good decision would be to add another antagonist to the Blackguard and do something new, e.g. for a new update, the Cycle of Evil, add another monthly or weekly event. Hell yeah. The Cycle of Evil, that is just so old. How many people in chat right now still do Dr. T every week, twice a week? I honestly can't remember the last time I did Dr. T.
Not every day, but I will clear my Dr. Terror a couple times a week. Just saying.
I can't remember the last time I did Dr. T or Imitation Game. The only one I do is War Factory, and I only do that because I do the video for it every week.
Videos, yes.
Other than that, I don't do any of it.
The only reason I do Dr. T is for the intel, although we seem to have sorted out our intel issue over the last few days. So yeah, that was the only reason that I ever did it, was for intel.
So many new names in chat tonight. Radical, Jano, we got Chrism, Cameron R. Loads of new names in chat tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. It's nice to have you all here. Just goes to show that people do actually care about the game and where it's going, and these subjects are important to the community, and I think that's the point that Supercell need to take note of.
Don't know whether
they're quite emotive to the people who've been playing it for so long, though, aren't they?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Make sure you all smash that subscribe button, by the way. 5k almost. Let's go.
Did we mention that?
Just saying.
Aaron, I don't know whether you saw it. Rec has asked, did you see my screenshot I sent you in the TFRG room?
Let me see.
I'm assuming that's Discord if it's from Rec.
Mr. Olsen, I chuckled at that.
I haven't got nothing on Telegram, Rec.
Yeah, Mr. Olsen.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, Falcor doesn't do the Cycle of Evil either. I think a lot of players don't do it. I mean,
yeah, it's just the same layouts over and over, and a bit like War Factory.
Just like Martin said, for the intel and for the crystals, because if you're lucky, I'm pretty sure stage 6 and stage 7 will always give you a dark crystal.
Yeah.
But what good's that if you get statues?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was.
If you got 100,000 powder like most of us have, and perfect statues.
So, Radical says Intel is another thing. It's gotten harder and harder to get. I don't think it has.
I think the opposite.
It hasn't got harder. It's got easier to get with warships and everything.
On
I
crap,
think the problem is it seems harder because there's less people playing.
yeah, if you're in a task force with like 20 people and you've got like 5 active players and you can't start your op daily because the 15 are slacking and 5 are pulling all the weight, it's going to be hard, man. But it's actually just like Beast Mode just said. Frankly, it's much easier now to accumulate intel than it's ever been before.
What's happened?
It's good for intel.
Like
yeah.
you said, it comes in a huge block. Crab Weekend, you get a massive lump of intel, and then warships start, and you top that massive lump of intel up. You go through the warship season, and as people get frustrated, bored, parked, they stop playing warships. So that stops a little bit of intel dribbling in. But the biggest thing, and this is I think this is the biggest thing, is that you've got better. Your team has got better. So you're now doing bigger ops. Bigger ops cost more intel.
Yeah.
Because the game has become overpowered, because you can now kill, I would have said you could probably scorch to death any base on any op up to Stronghold
And beyond. Curtain call.
Yeah, I would say up to choke point.
Up to, you know, if you've got a crab account, maybe even curtain call, you could scorch any base. So even, you know, as a 10-man, you're crushing dead end, potentially even deep cut if you get a decent roll. That's where your intel's going. You're still gathering the same amount of intel, but it's just being spent a hell of a lot.
That right there in chat, Uplift. I started BB because of Dr. T, saw these ads with him singing and doing weird stuff that got me interested. Sad that now I don't even do his little island. Don't even give his second island a second look.
Uplift, I'm more than positive I can relate to you on that as well.
Yeah, there you go. See, ads. How many people in chat got onto Boom Beach because they saw the ads on TV or the ads on, you know, YouTube and stuff?
Me.
I just had an operation and I was at home bored.
Yeah, I was in hospital. But that's my point. Even if they don't want to invest in updates, invest in some goddamn advertising, Supercell. Come on now.
Yes,
Let's do it.
Give us back the OG Warship advertisement, man.
Anything,
like,
just
you know,
to get new players and you know, to breathe new life into the game. Even if it's like the lower, even if they breathe lots of life into new players and, you know, lower mid-level players, those players will eventually become max players, which will bring up the next generation of hyped up players for it. That will help, you know, it will. But you know, Supercell, to quote Nuno, we are happy with how it is.
Because
we are happy with its current format, was his answer to a lot of things, wasn't it?
With most corporations in general, and I guess, you know, Supercell would be a corporation, you know, there's a certain amount of money that gets, you know, set aside for, you know, research and development, you know, advertisement, marketing. I feel like with regards to the Boom Beach in this department, there is literally like no funds going to the marketing, going to the advertising, going to promoting this game. Like, it's almost at the fact that Supercell's accepted that it has accepted that this game is what it is, and that as long as players are still going to keep playing it, then there's really nothing that they're going to do. I mean, I
honestly think that they're at the point now. And this probably come across a little salty, but I think they're probably at the point now where they're just happy with how it is and just happy to let it coast until the point it becomes no longer viable and no longer making enough money to maintain itself, to cover its own costs. The day it starts making a loss is when we are on a final countdown.
Because frankly, I mean, I think this game could still easily coast for a few more years, like we mentioned.
Oh god, yeah. Oh god, yeah. The game is still extremely highly profitable for them. It's nothing like you know, Clash of Clans and Clash Royale and all that. But the game is still making absolute buckload of money for them every year. So there's no way they're going to just kill it off just because it's, you know, not as popular. Whilst it's still making money, they're going to, you know, simple business, isn't it? It's business 101, that.
Yeah, so I mean, we do like to complain about it a lot, and I mean, I think it's fair game. I think any player base that, you know, loves their game is gonna voice their concerns when they feel like, you know, it's not getting the love and attention that we know it desperately deserves. You know, we're desperately cradling our baby here. You know, we want Mama, you know, Supercell to start taking care of it.
100%.
I think one of the reasons why so many people complaint is we touched on it earlier, didn't we, Scully, when we were talking about the demographic?
Yes.
And mature men, well, you know, that's what we love to do, innit? Middle-aged man, grumpy old man, that's what we do.
Yeah.
We have a moan about
No, that's exactly what we do, man.
no one will listen. No, wives
We start
don't
complaining.
listen,
We
kids
start
don't
complaining
listen,
about everything.
colleagues don't listen. So the only people that will listen are people that want to whinge with us as well. So that's what we do. We get together once a month on Boom Talk for a nice big whinge.
Straight facts. Straight facts.
But Aaron, going back, like I saw
Falcor.
something. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, Falcor. I think the team needs to be moved to another project and bring in a new team that cares more and more excited about the game. Keep Nuno, get rid of the rest. See, that right there is, I kind of agree. We need devs that are hyped and keen on the game for sure. That kind of loops back to what we were talking about earlier on this article that we read from Laura, the interview with Laura, about them bringing on new team members and stuff to the game. When we read through this earlier, I don't know if all of you are in chat now have seen this, but this is an article from Laura Gilliland, who is the game lead for Supercell for Boom Beach, and she says in here a couple of times that about bringing on new team members to the game and putting out more and better content for the players. If you want to have a read of that, I have pinned the link in the chat for anybody who wants to have a little scroll of that after the stream.
If we can just highlight Simone's message there. You know what I think is, I feel like Supercell community aren't showing their games in other games, e.g. I've never seen Clash Royale or Clash of Clans showing other Supercell games to players. I think that's a very good point. I think they've got a very good advertising platform they could just put it in.
I see Everdale ads every day.
I do too.
Not in Supercell games.
Not in Supercell games,
Yeah,
no. They don't
not in the
advertise the games in other games. Well, they used to. They used to a little bit back in the day, but they haven't done that for a while, actually.
Holy crap. So I just want to touch on what Michael Wells just said right there, because I just went to Google and typed in Supercell revenue. And the Finnish mobile game developer and publisher Supercell generated approximately $2.24 billion in revenue in 2021.
They just released their financials for last year, haven't they? In Finland, there was it got linked to the BBTFRG Facebook page the other day, didn't it?
$2.24 billion.
God damn!
Yeah,
Right there.
Yeah.
That's pre-tax, isn't it? That's revenue.
That's before it. That's revenue. Yeah.
Aaron, that's literally exactly what I was just reading. Yeah.
Yeah, it's revenue. So that's before tax and before any outgoings. I did read a thing the other day. Somebody posted it in the group. I'll see if I can find it. It was a straight up report for Boom Beach, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so out of that 2.24 billion from 2021, that was what they generated. The company reported their earnings of $852 million.
That's it. That was it. Yeah.
Yeah, 852 million out of that 2.24 was earnings.
Nice.
I thought it was about 7.5 million.
Yeah.
7 point.
So Supercell are their bankroll's not exactly
They're profitable. They're making bank.
They are making
short of a
bank.
bob or two.
They are absolutely making bank. How much of that is Boom Beach is?
That's what I'd be interested to know, Aaron and Martin and Beast
Yeah.
Mode. I would like to know, okay, out of that $852 million that has been reported earnings, how much of that 852 mil is Boom Beach? Is it 1 mil? No, I don't know. But I feel like it's probably not that much.
Oh my god! You never believe what I just found. Oh, this is
During that post.
Workbender, oh crap, I'm in the wrong job.
Okay, so this is. Yeah, so you guys can see it. So, how much did Boom Beach earn in 2021? Is what I just googled. It says Boom Beach gained 600,000 new players in March 2021 and brought in 1.7 million of revenue that month, according to www.sensortower.com, a reliable industry source for stats on apps.
You know, most new games would kill to get a 600 new player base in a month. Are you kidding me? That can't be right. I don't know. I'm just. It seems off. I don't know. I don't know what this company is. I don't know what this
Sensor
website
Tower,
is.
something you've always got to sign up for.
Thank you, Hinka. Roughly 250 mil. That's still not bad for Boom Beach, Hinka.
So this is, yeah. So this is a website that you can use to track your app if you. Digital intelligence and analytics. So there you go, forging the next generation of digital intelligence and analytics. So
Nice.
this, you know, it is a good website. It's obviously a legit one. So just in March 2021, then 1.7 million. Just in March of 2021, a month where absolutely nothing happened for Boom Beach.
Now, which means all that money is coming off of instant training, extra builder, Admiral's Key, diamonds, in-game, any of these in-game purchases, and probably however else they make their money.
So
A+.
yeah, sensor score A+. So this is what I mean about people say about how the game is dying and all this rubbish. It clearly isn't dying. Do you know what I mean? It clearly isn't dying.
Yeah.
400,000 downloads in March. Like, those are new downloads.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Wow.
That's what I mean. There's no way you can say Boom Beach is dead and all this rubbish.
$700,000 from Boom.
Here we go. Here we go. Boom Beach revenue explodes past 820 million. Boom Beach revenue passes 810 million worldwide, according to Sensor Tower store intelligence estimates. Supercell's hit mobile game Boom Beach has grossed more than 820 million worldwide since its release in 2013. So there you go. So that's made 820 million since its release in 2013. And I expect Clash of Clans probably makes that in a year. There's the vast difference between between Clash.
You got to remember their gross figures as well, yeah.
Yeah.
So they're not net figures.
Yeah, of course.
There's an insightful number there. Boom Beach ranked 284th amongst all mobile games for revenue in August.
Guys, there's literally tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of mobile games, okay? That's good.
Yeah.
I'm surprised by that number.
So
that's good.
So for people saying that Boom Beach isn't making any money and it's dying, you are absolutely 100%, without any shadow of a doubt, 110% wrong. Straight facts. Because there you go. But like I said, that 820 million since 2013.
Wow, man.
Clash of Clans probably makes that in a year. you know.
So I'm just saying this. So either the devs are making absolute bank salaries, or something's not.
If you guys want to take a look at that page, there's the link in chat.
Let's get some of that money. Let's get some of that money back in advertising.
I'd like to know how much of that then goes out for overhead, staff. You know what? Yeah, that was actually no. I want to correct. All that
I
sort
just
of
want
thing.
to correct. I want to correct myself right there, because I made that joke, about the dev's salary, and with overhead and with everything, yeah, I can obviously see that there's all. I made a joke right there. Clearly, I don't want that to be taken the wrong way right there. But yeah, it's like I feel like something could be put into advertising. Seeing these numbers here, Aaron, Martin, Beast. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, just a little bit.
Definitely.
Well, only
Just
me
dump
says
a million on it.
I'm finding it difficult not to get angry about that. I told you all before, it's rigged AF.
Straight
Is that
facts.
only me?
Matthew
only me
Hood?
preaching that since day
Matthew
one.
Hood,
Matthew Hood.
new subscriber, Matthew Hood. Thank you for subscribing, buddy.
Thank you very
Welcome
much,
to the
Matthew.
channel.
Thank you.
Welcome, buddy.
But there, if you just go and Google, how much did Boom Beach earn in 2021? There are loads of reports.
You're not the same Matthew Hood that I went to school with. are you?
Hinka, can we highlight Hinka's comment?
250 million. That one.
Guys, you have to understand that Supercell is owned by Tencent, and even though it makes decent money, it's peanuts for them. If it dies, it dies. They don't care nor invest on it.
That's a very good point.
We didn't even mention Tencent.
That's a good point. Yeah, Tencent is what does own Supercell. You're right.
Supercell. There's always a higher up. There's
Yeah,
always
yeah.
a higher up.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, you do need to
Thank you,
factor
Hinka.
that.
Thank you,
You
Hank.
have to factor that in. But the point is, it's still highly profitable. It's not making a loss. It's not even making anywhere close to making a loss. And still getting 600,000 downloads in the last month. That right there is bank. Even
That's
if
massive bank.
Yeah.
that's that's why Supercell are taking
But they
the
don't have
stance.
to do anything.
This is why they're taking the stance of, well, we're quite happy with how it is. It's making millions every month, 600,000 downloads a month. Why do we need to make changes?
Mr. Olson, just to let you know, it's a software application that Aaron uses that allows him to bring the comments on screen.
Yeah.
It
So
has
how
nothing to do with your sub count, buddy.
Yeah, it's not. It's a complete. I'll if you want to shoot me a message on Telegram, I'll show you how I'll do it. I'll show you how to do it tomorrow. Yeah. That's what I'm going to show you. Yeah, Supercell don't. That's why they've got this mentality of we're happy with how it is and we don't see it needing any changes. You can kind of see why, chat. You can kind of see why.
Thank you, Yo Master. Hey guys, I just wanted to say I've had a blast playing you guys in Warships. You all and the community definitely keep me interested in the game, even after all these years. That's awesome, man.
That was nice to hear.
What are you looking for?
I was just seeing if I could find any analytical data for warships in particular, but
okay.
But yeah, I think that's going to take a little bit longer to find. But
Yeah,
Oh, that's so good. I mean, the fact that you were able to bring up those numbers right there, I think was honestly that was
I wasn't
eye-opening for me,
expecting to see them
Yeah.
tonight, but I'm kind of glad I had a little Google.
Yeah,
But,
Google is our best friend these days.
We don't get any information from Supercell, so Google's our best friend.
But I wanted to say something earlier. I forgot it, but now it came back to me. Okay, I think most of this also stemmed from the fact that I think I saw it on the BBTFRG Facebook page when Clash Royale or Clash of Clans was talking about their next major update coming, and then I think there was like literally nothing mentioned about Boom Beach, and ultimately, I think we got to this the decision of this Boom Talk. I believe is because was it not because of that post how Clash of Clans literally gets
it kind
everything
of pissed me
like
off a bit.
monthly updates. Like, do you have that article? Are you able to bring it
I
up?
am.
Okay, just so you guys have an idea of what I'm talking about here. This is what I saw on the BBTFRG Facebook page, and it was pretty much like an article praising, Clash of Clans, pretty much being like the golden poster child of, Supercell.
2 seconds.
And how...
Is that the one that came up the other day about the amount of profit they made?
Yes.
I've just tagged you in it on Facebook, Aaron.
That would be a cool one for them to see. Since we're kind of going in the direction of just articles, stats, numbers.
Waiting for Aaron to do that. Forkbender.
There you go.
He says, "LOL, only me burning up in Wells today." Forkbender, are you in Wells? Because that's another Southwest boomer.
Not another one.
Oh God,
Yeah,
there's loads of them.
If I read that right, he's only up the road in Wells, as in Bath and Wells.
All right, yeah, not far then. So
No,
this is
swear.
what you're talking about? This one?
No, I don't. I don't
Supercell
think that's
make.
the one. I gotta find it
You
here.
want the details on the update for Clash, innit?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, right.
You don't have to bring it up then. No, I'm more than positive I saw it on your on the BBTFRG
Yeah,
Facebook page.
I can. 2 seconds.
Logging in. Let's take a looky here. BBTFRG.
Well, I know where I'll find it. In this one, because you sent it to me. Let's go main screen.
They've had a couple of
Forkbender says
posts.
Forkbender says,
I
I'm
might
from
have-
Brent
I
Knoll
might
in
have lost it here.
Somerset. Aaron,
Yeah.
Forkbender's from Brent Knoll in Somerset.
Oh no.
Spent the day in Wales for a classic car show. Here's another one for our summer get together. we're thinking about doing like a bit of a get together, like a Burgers at Beast, but extending it to a public location. And anyone is welcome. Absolutely anyone is welcome. You've just got to get your own way there. Unfortunately, we can't facilitate your transport. So, Scully, if you want to fly over, you're more than welcome.
I was gonna say you're not covering plane costs. Come on, man.
So yeah, it probably will be. It will be more of.
I can't find it now.
thing, but
Oh,
the
that's all right, man. That's all right. That's all right.
the amount of Southwest boomers there are here in the UK.
There is a lot
it's
of us down here, isn't
really
there?
nice.
You know what?
Really
There's
is
a
really
lot of Canadian boomers. There's a lot of Australian boomers. There's a ton of UK boomers. Like it's funny, even going back to like when I was talking about demographic of the ages that watch me. Like if I go to the country demographic, the top 3 countries that watch me in order: USA, UK, then Canada.
Wow.
I got more viewers in UK than I do in Canada, and then I've got more viewers. Like I've got more US viewers than the UK and the Canadian viewers put together.
Portbender says you guys fish at Apex Part in Highbridge, right? We fish at
Emerald
Lakes.
Emerald Pool,
Emerald
yeah.
Lakes in Highbridge.
Right, I'm just
Whatever
gonna.
it is.
Yeah, no, I can't find that article now.
That's
Oh,
where
that's
we
right. You'll
fish.
find it on the next one. I thought it was another good read there, just with everything that we were talking about right there.
Yeah, for sure. It's kind of relevant, isn't it? But yeah. But overall, I think, you know, we've kind of proven that the game's not dying by any stretch of the imagination. It's just still not going to receive any love from the dev team as such. But that being said, this all stemmed because we've had radio silence from Supercell. So, Supercell, if you're watching, which I'm sure you are, lurking. I'm sure you're lurking there somewhere.
Background.
Yeah.
Maybe
I don't.
not- maybe
I don't.
not
I
live.
don't blame you for lurking tonight. But yeah, maybe have a word. See if we can get some sort of announcement. Just to
Reassure the community that you're still there.
Yeah, just to let the community know that you're doing something. You haven't got to say what. Just say that we are actually doing something. That'd be enough. Just to say, yes, there is something on the way. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it is coming. Just that would be more than what we've got right now, you know?
Yep.
The one thing the Boom Beach community hates is radio silence.
Without
At
doubt.
the end of the day, we're all middle-aged. Like we said, we're all middle-aged men. You know, we are a bit cynical,
Yep.
but yeah,
I feel like Andrew's going to be like, I'm not a
thing?
middle-aged man.
yeah. Obviously not.
I know.
The rest you might be.
Uplift, didn't they already do that? Yeah, kind of, I think, but nothing official. There's been nothing official, not like an official announcement as such. I don't know. But we've definitely proven that the game is not dead or dying.
We got Uplift in the
It's still profitable, so
Didn't Nunu say in an interview with that STH is coming? What's STH? Am I missing something?
yeah, what's SDH? The only interview he's done is the one with us on Boom Talk.
Well, he did the one with he did the one with Chicken too. Let's not forget
Well,
that.
yeah. We are not. Yeah, say we are not denying any developments. Yeah. They always say that.
Oh, something.
Oh, something.
Something. Yeah.
Oh, something.
Yeah.
No, you're not
Yeah,
lazy.
yeah.
My abbreviations are clearly not up to date. My bad.
Yeah, it's getting
We're
late.
just
getting
not down
late
with the
here.
kids. That's all it
Yeah,
is.
it's getting late as well.
Man, I told you.
My brain's got half my brain's already in bed. That's what it is. But
Which half? The useless bit or the rubber?
well, I don't know. How much money do you already spend in game? I have near spent a single cent into the game though. I've spent thousands on this
Yeah, no,
game.
I've spent thousands. If you actually want to accumulate all the money from buying diamonds from when I first started playing to the monthly instant training that I do on multiple accounts, easily thousands and thousands of dollars over the years.
I bet I've got 10 grand in Boom Beach.
I'm gonna probably say I'm up to probably maybe 7 or 8. Hell, Aaron, I could be up to 10 grand over.
I
the
bet
last
I've
6
got
years
10
in this
grand in Boom Beach. Easy. A few years ago, when I become a moderator on BBTFRG, about 5-6 years ago, I put a post up showing how much I'd spent, because you can go into your Google Play. You can go into your Google Play account and you can go back through every single purchase. It shows your entire purchase history. And I went through and added up every single one, and that was about $3,000 then. And that was 6 years.
Then.
That was 6 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can probably easily round it up to about 10K.
Yeah, I reckon it's easily 10 grand by now.
I can safely say I've not spent that much.
No. But see, people flexing about, oh, I've never spent no money in the game. That to me, right, all I want to say to people who say that is, you're welcome.
Darnell, geez, Donos plus Boom Beach, I'm in deep.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Darnell, yeah.
Oh, Darnell. Massive love and respect to you, buddy.
There's about 250,000 boomers. There's a lot more than that. There's millions.
I think there's more than that. If they're getting 400,000 new downloads a month, and let's say
I know for a fact there are millions of daily players still, because we were told that on the interview with Nuno. He said there are millions. I mean, just go on Warships alone. You can press battle any time of the day or night for the entire season, and you will find a battle. And there are 0 bots in Boom Beach. So every time.
Okay. Yes, that's a good thing, and I do not ever want to see Boom Beach go in the way of bots and warships.
No.
That's something they've done right from the beginning. No bots.
If they start adding bots, when they start adding bots to warships, that's when you know the game's in trouble. Because if they got to add bots to pad out the matchmaking, then you know the game's dead, done. At that point, they might as well turn it off, because that'd be that. The fact that you can get a match with another real player any time of the day or night, from the minute the season starts until the minute the season ends, you can press battle and you will get a match with another real player. Shows there are millions of players on just playing warships.
You might be in that queue for 30 seconds to a minute, but you're gonna get that match.
You will get the match, yeah. I mean, that alone shows you there are millions of people playing warships alone, without the ones who are never playing warships but still play for VP and the main game, Ops, all those guys as well. What would bots look like in warships? They probably all have very similar layouts and very similar names. But yeah, they'd just be generic layouts.
It would be an opponent, exactly.
Yeah, it'll just look like you're another opponent. You wouldn't do anything special.
But it wouldn't be a real player.
Yeah, it would just simulate a random attack on your base while you attack its. That's it's just padding. That's all it is.
For any of the Boom Beach Frontlines players in the chat right now, if you've played Frontlines before, you're familiar with the term bot. There's a good chance that you're going to have multiple bots on your team. It would be the same thing in Warships. You wouldn't match against a real player. You'd match up against a computer, a bot. And then that bot would be programmed to do a certain attack, or would have an X amount of certain attacks to do, and it would do one of them, and you would just hit their base like you would any other base.
I think we've done well to do 2 hours of stream without mentioning Frontlines once.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to poop the bed on that one.
Surprised nobody else has brought it up tonight. Actually, I thought Frontlines might be one of the nails.
It was briefly mentioned in chat earlier.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
I missed it.
Very
I was literally just using it as the bot example.
Yeah. No, sorry, it doesn't matter.
Rohit. No, there are not. That's what we're saying, buddy. There are not.
Yeah,
bots
there's no
in
bots in
Warships.
Boom Beach. Yeah.
Or sorry, I guess there's not bots in Warships in general. Sorry, in Boom Beach in general.
Yeah, there's no bots in Boom Beach at all. And I don't think there ever has been either. To be fair, I don't think they've never, because even like the NPCs on your map, those are NPCs. They're not bots as such, are they? The layouts don't change. They are just they're pre-made layouts that just spawn randomly, innit?
Yep, absolutely.
250,000 in a joke, I know, because I was 798,000 once on Crab.
That's another good idea to get a feel of the player base. Hit the first, when Crab comes, if you don't hit it right away, hit it on the second day or hit it after a few hours, then go check your global placement and you'll see how many thousands, or maybe, I don't know if it'll show hundreds of thousands, it might, how many players are above you.
Yeah, for sure. So what's the takeaway then, lads? What are we thinking to take away from tonight? I think we got a positive end to this, considering we've just seen some analytics for the game. I think that right there is a positive spin. We've seen from the the article from Laura, that Boom Beach are expanding the game team and looking to make more and better content for the players. We've seen that in the article. I'm sure that's been probably 6 or 7 months since that article was written. So maybe we should start seeing some movement there soon.
I think from everything I've seen and everything that I've heard, I think that there are good things on the horizon. Boom. However,
Yeah.
Just don't expect anything major.
I think people need to be
don't
realistic.
expect anything major.
Yes.
But more importantly, given the track record, given the fact that the last 3 updates have been exactly what Mr. Point, same old HQs, we need to have some kind of official, formal acknowledgement. You know, we used the term radio silence earlier, and that's what needs to be broken with something from Nunu that's got a bit of meat on the bones. It may be even having one devs, if they do actually exist, and that it isn't actually all automated.
You'll never hear from the devs. That's never going to happen.
Show us a picture of the devs. Let us know they actually exist.
Yeah. Why not? I mean, how many times that little rant that I sent to you when we started springing up about this stream? Why not? Why not? Why can't we know why it's taken so long? What is the need for all of this secrecy?
I think it's.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm all right with secrecy around, you know, like details on what's to come. I just don't understand the secrecy of, you know, being forthcoming with letting us know that, you know, there's something in the pipeline. I think we need more, but we don't need like to know to the point where, you know, potentially they tell us something that, you know, never then comes because it gets binned or whatever. You know, if development isn't far enough along where they've got something concrete that is definitely coming to the game, they might only still be in the development, you know, the R&D stage of the update, where they're just, you know, coming up with ideas, developing a little bit, see what it's like. You know what it's like with Supercell, unless their products are, you know, meet a very rigorous, I know this sounds really stupid listening to this coming from Boom Beach, but unless they meet rigorous standards, they get binned. That's what happens with Supercell with the updates in their games. A lot of their beta games never make it to global because they don't meet these standards, so they get binned. It's the same with
they got a pretty big graveyard of games that have
oh
not.
yes, big time. So yeah, if they've got nothing on the table ready to go right now to say that, you know, this is what it's going to be, fine. But at least tell us, you know, give us something in it, you know, something Supercell.
Yeah, I agree,
know.
Fez, man. I think this would have been a great Boom Talk to have Nunu on call with us, or at least on chat. At least on chat.
Yeah, I think it would have been, but I think from his point of view, he won't be able to tell us anything because he's bound by agreements and stuff as well. So he won't be allowed to say any more than what he's told he can say. So he won't be able to tell us that, you know, the answers to anything. All his stance would be, officially, would be where, you know, yes, there might be something coming. They've kind of already said that. But that would be as far as it go. They wouldn't agree to saying that anything needs changing, because when we had him on before, it was, no, we like how operations are right now. We're happy with how it is. We like Warships how it is right now. We don't feel it needs any changes. You know, they were standing by their product, and that's, you know, I don't think that'd change.
Well, they like it because, I mean, frankly, I mean, they don't play, so I mean, it's going to be easy to,
yeah,
you know, make it and stand by it, and then, you know, have the actual player base played and be like, okay, after a certain amount of time,
yep, 100%. Yeah,
we want something else. No, we stand by it. It's good. Well, we know it's good, but, you know, can we make it better?
I can pretty much guarantee that Nunu will see this stream. He might not be out there watching it live at the moment, but he'll watch his way through this.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, he usually does. He's usually in chat somewhere. He's probably lurking. I wouldn't blame him for lurking on this one because, you know, it's going to be one of them ones, isn't it?
They're always difficult when it's.
You know, we're not picking on him. I'm being just to reiterate that in chat. You know, what we're saying about Supercell is not a dig at Nuno for being radio silent, because, like I said, he's
been the best.
He's probably. Oh, sorry, I've got Twitch having a fit now.
That's all right.
Turn that off. Nuno's only allowed to say what Nuno's allowed to say, and he's only allowed to say it when they tell him he can say it. You know, he's bound by agreements and non-disclosure and all that kind of stuff as well. So I wouldn't be in the least bit surprised if he doesn't know anything about the updates until he's told he can tell the boom tubers that they could do sneak peeks. He's probably kept
Remy-
in the dark as much as we are.
Remy, that's a good. That's accurate. Nunu gets put in a difficult situation. Look
Yeah,
at it like this, okay?
100%.
So Nunu passes on sneak peek information to the boom tubers. Okay, he tells us, the information we need to know when we can have our video released. Okay, we know that information. We're not allowed to tell that information to you guys until that date when we can actually upload our video. Look at it like maybe the devs are kind of treating Nunu the same way that Nunu treats us, the boom tubers. They pass on the information. They tell them when the next update is going to be coming, and then when the time is right, he passes the information on to the boom tubers, and then the boom tubers pass the information on to the viewers. And I feel like it's just a cycle that just keeps getting passed down until it's eventually out there.
Rohit's just said Nuno is just the voice, isn't he? Not the decision maker. Exactly.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
He has absolutely zero input when it comes to the dev team. He can float ideas and pass on feedback, but ultimately it comes down to the developers, the ones who are actually coding and designing the game. People like Laura, those are the ones who make the decisions of what gets developed and what goes in game and all that kind of stuff. So
He's the waitress, not the chef.
He's the waitress, not the chef.
Exactly.
And when the customer tells the waitress to tell the chef there's a problem, the waitress does not want to tell the chef, because we all know how the chef reacts.
The waitress will not tell the chef what the customer has said. She'll put it a different way. She'll put it in a way that she knows that will be accepted by the chef.
Exactly.
Point, I'll get my coat.
I think we've all definitely worked in the food industry for far too long to know exactly
Yeah, 100%.
what you're going on there.
Well, I think we've... Why has my chat just died? What?
I could be the waitress of someone else. What do you mean your chat died? I can see it.
Yeah, no, my chat in OBS for the live stream chat.
All right.
It's just decided just to die. I don't know.
Unlucky.
But
Exactly something funny. Laura is clearly running the shots behind the scenes.
well, yeah, Laura is, game lead. Ultimately, she has final say. She's at the point where she can have final say on what goes in game and what doesn't.
And she's not a middle-aged man. Maybe that tells you something.
Too many middle-aged men playing this game. I tell you what, Martin. I think we're getting to the wrap-up time, Mr. Pwong. I mean, we've covered...
I think we've covered over...
I think we're all... I'm still sat here trying to find that article you sent me on Supercell.
I'm going to find it on the Facebook after the stream ends. I know it.
Yeah, I know we'll all find it about 30 seconds after he hits that end stream button. So
Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Is there anything else, chat? What else, is there anything else, chat, you want to get off your chest or discuss before we pull the plug for tonight? I think we've officially held the world to ransom, or how,
Put the world to
put the world to rights, as they say. New
David,
hero.
We got a David Huster in the chat there. I just want to touch on his comment there. Sorry if it's been discussed. I just tuned in, but it seems like keeping max levels around has been an issue for like 6 years. I'm maxed again. Warship keeps me going. Yeah, that was a big topic of the stream today, how Warships is like the main driving force of bringing players back and keeping them playing.
Yeah,
so yeah,
sure.
you are kind of right on that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Points is about a new hero. Do you think a new hero would keep you busy though? Do you think unless it's like, an absolute game changer of a hero?
It would be hype for a week, and then it would just kind of go back to normal.
Yeah.
I think the problem is if you put a new hero in there now, we've got 4 heroes there. We know exactly how they all work. We know exactly which one is really good for each map. And
I'd be very surprised if we got a new hero.
If we got a new hero, what extra can another hero actually bring?
Yeah.
That's the real thing there, because we've got Brick, who's going to speed you up. We've got
I think if they were going to bring in another one, if they were going to bring in another one, it'd have to be a vehicle, an armored vehicle of some sort.
An armored vehicle, it would have to be either a flying unit or this is going to sound crazy. Give us Dr. T as a hero. I'm serious.
Make them switch sides.
it'll have like a ray gun, or he'll just, do you have crazy things? And they could do so much with Dr. T. They do a lot with Dr. T.
Any
Never
hero
mind.
that you bring in now would have to be massively overpowered, which then would make it boring because it'd make things too easy again. So where do you find that balance?
You would have to go into like almost like a monthly nerfing and buffing schedule like they do with, the other games. I agree with you. How would you do that? I don't know. I don't know.
Right, Aaron.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
I've just sent the link as well underneath.
Yeah, I got it. So yeah, Martin has found the blog post for the plans for Clash.
Told you I would.
So they're getting the clan capital, which is changes. They're getting home village changes. Builder base is getting some love. It's not a huge update, but it's still content. It's changes. It's new stuff.
Content.
It's content. It's new stuff. Which is what we need. We need content. God damn it.
Pete said something the other day about new hero. What about buffing the mech and making the mech the new hero?
Meh.
They wouldn't make the mech the new hero. If anything, give us the goddamn stun ability that we were promised, or the slow down the defense's fire rate. You give us that first, and then we'll talk.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know, chat. I don't know. I think I will always say that the game needs new content. I'm not for HQ updates. I think we've got too many HQs as it is already. The HQ 25 update was a complete joke in my opinion. Like, especially the fact that they put it between 3 parts, overhyped those 3 parts, and then it was just dog water.
Porkbender, watch this space. There will be a Southwest party time.
Yeah, there will be. Yeah, we'll post details about that when the time comes.
Yeah. Probably school holidays.
Yeah. So yeah, we need new content, not more HQs. Get something new. Fix the bugs. I see Monterey Dell saying about fix the bugs. We touched on that at the beginning, didn't we, about bug fixes and how they fix the major ones, the game-breaking ones, but then all of the ones that sort of add the polish to the game just get left, and
they get swept under the rug.
Yeah, unintended features. There's no bugs in Boom. It's all unintended features.
And we forget about them, and then we see them in Warships 10 seasons later and go, what?
Yep. No, so yeah, then chat, I think we've pretty much covered it all. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. We've had a massive response in here tonight. We've had loads of new names, which is cool. A few new subscribers helping us get towards 5k. Big shout out to you guys for coming on tonight. Scully, Martin, for sharing your face cams tonight as well. I think we've
out to the new subscribers.
Man. Yo, this was a lot of fun. I hope for the next Boom Talk we can do it again with
I'm
face
gonna
cams.
I'm gonna create a proper scene that's just for Boom Talk, where we can have all the it'll look pucker for the next one. But yeah, thanks to everybody coming in. Thanks for all the chat messages and all that kind of stuff. Big shout out to everybody in chat tonight. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. Keep your eyes peeled
and
for
smash that subscribe on your way out.
Keep your eyes peeled for the next Boom Talk and the next live stream and stuff. We got what's coming up. We've got nothing planned, and it's coming up for the Dead Week. Warships finishes this weekend, doesn't it? So we've got Crab coming up. I'll be streaming all of Crab again. But yeah, we'll sort some fun ups out and all that sort of stuff as well. So stay tuned for all that.
You will have to wait and see what I've got planned for that corner. Only me. The letters are still here, but I've managed to sell the thing that was buying the space in that corner, and I've got some plans for that corner. So stay tuned. And yeah.
Thanks for coming, Darnell. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate the stream. Thanks, Captain Blackadder. But yeah,
guys.
we're gonna sign off, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll hope to see you on the next one. Don't forget, smash that subscribe. We're almost at 5k. Help us get there.
Subscribe.
All right, guys.
Hit the subscribe.
Blow it up.
Peace.